It's gone 1:45. Let's have a chat with... Is it Professor Brian?
Well, yes.
Professor Brian Ford. A pleasure to have you back on the show, sir. Last time we spoke to you, you were telling us about being on your father's shoulders on VE Day, wasn't it?
Yes, I jolly well was.
Yeah, wonderful memory, wonderful memory. But you are here not to reveal... Well, the name, so you're on your best behaviour, but to give us more clues as to where Johnny may be on his virtual tour of Cambridgeshire, because you are a resident of this esteemed location, sir.
I am indeed, yes. Have been for 31 and a bit years.
30... Oh, that makes you local by now, does it?
Good Lord, no.
No.
It needs to be here for at least 350 years before they even start to give you as local.
Well, if anybody's going to make it that far, I reckon it's you.
So far, so good is all I can say on that, Jeremy.
Yeah, sounding sprightly as ever. All right, then. Well, how would you describe it? Town, village, hamlet, cop?
Well, it is a village, and here's a clue, but it's not a very good one. I'll tell you why in a second. It once had a really large church, I believe even with a spire, quite like any big church in any big town anywhere in East Anglia. And it came down, I think it was damaged in a storm and was eventually demolished in the 19th century. Now that is a brilliant clue because it is probably the only place anywhere in East Anglia to which that description applies. The reason it's not a very good clue though is because nobody in the village knows about it. Very little has been written about it, and I doubt very much whether anybody, unless they're very scholarly, outside the village would know.
Well, do you know what? Whether people don't get it or not, I think I love this trivia. What this feature brings up is wonderful information about our locality. So it's a good clue in my book, Professor Brian. All right, where would you get a train?
If I were to get a train, I would probably catch it in Peterborough, although there are trains that run past where I live, and the nearest station would be Whittlesea.
Okay.
Oh, and I'll add to that something of a cluish nature. There was once a station here.
Okay. Big shop. If you go to a supermarket shop, where's that happening?
Supermarkets.
Yep.
Oh, those enormous hanger things with people in.
Yeah.
I don't go to those.
Okay. And tell me about Maximus. Who is Maximus?
Maximus is the oldest resident of this particular area. He, in fact, is over 2,000 years old and therefore not exactly in the very best of health. But Maximus was a Roman resident because this particular place was inhabited by the Romans who used it as a farming area to raise crops to feed their occupying forces. And when excavations were being done in this area, in order to construct the largest and most high-tech establishment of its kind anywhere in Cambridgeshire, there's another clue, this Roman soldier was found. And so because I was running this project, I was asked to go over and have a look, and I said, oh gosh, that's exciting. Pointing to the east, yes, Roman burial, they said, isn't that good? So he needs a name. So I gave him the name Maximus. Now, a lot of people thought I named him Maximus in reference to some famous movie about gladiators.
Well, I was going to say, are we talking about Decimus Meridius Maximus?
No. This Maximus was named after the Latin for massive, Maximus, because of the size of the fee which the local authority charged to carry out the excavation for the archaeology report.
Ah, okay. All right. And where is Maximus now? Is he in a museum somewhere?
I did have in mind that he might have been put on display in the aforementioned high-tech large establishment. But it was thought that it might be a little gory if when you walked in you saw some dead bloke. So I believe he is up somewhere in Lincolnshire in the care of archaeologists and neatly wrapped in greaseproof paper and in a fibre box.
Very good. Okay. All right. Brian, well done, sir. You have not revealed too much.
I hope I've revealed a little bit that will nudge you in the right direction.
Well done, sir. You take care. Stay well. A pleasure to talk to you as always, Brian.
Nice to be back on your programme.
Lovely to have you. You're welcome anytime. Professor Brian Ford, who is a resident of the location where Johnny D is on his virtual tour. But where is it?